You're watching what was the first ever state-sanctioned medical marijuana purchase in Alabama. It was made by Amanda Taylor, who drove 2 hours from Coleman.
Hello, everyone. This is a historic day for the patients.
She previously left Alabama because the state didn't offer a program like this, calling herself a medical refugee. Now that it's legal in the state, Taylor believes many people with chronic illnesses who can benefit from medical marijuana will return to Alabama like she did.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided are greater than the legal services of other lawyers. I'm Harry Steele. You found the Heart of Dixie podcast. I'm a retired lawyer down in Baldwin County, Alabama. We're joined today by Brandon Mosley, content manager and reporter at the Alabama Gazette. How are you, Brandon?
I'm doing fine, Harry. How are you?
I'm good. And we have a special guest, president for the moment, director of the Alabama Cannabis Commission, John McMillan. How are you, Commissioner?
Doing well. Good to be with both of you guys.
So we got everything up and running. The licensure stuff got worked out, and so it's my understanding that, or what I saw in the shot that we just saw, it looks like you can buy lozenges, and did I see tinctures there also?
Yeah, that's the only two products that we've got right now available from the processors.
Understood. So can you tell me how many milligrams or what this concentration is of this stuff?
I'm not an expert on the science part of it, but again, we are limited right now in the products and the dosage, so as well as the efficiency or whatever, all those percentages. So it's a problem. We're working out. It's the only dispensary that we have right now. So there's still a lot of hiccups going with the processes and labs and so forth, but we do have the program up and running.
So
we passed this just over 5 years ago. Are you surprised that it took this long?
Yes, but there are 40 states now that have a medical cannabis program, and almost every one of them have had the same situation with lawsuits. But I think, I don't know, but one or two that have been drug out as long as we have.
So according to your website here, the qualifying conditions are HIV, AIDS, Crohn's disease, depression, seizure disorders, panic disorders, post-traumatic stress disorder, Parkinson's, persistent nausea, sickle cell anemia, multiple sclerosis, spinal cord injuries, Tourette syndrome, any terminal or illness or condition which causes chronic pain. And that's for anyone 19 years of age or older. It says patient must be a state resident, be 19 years or older, certified by a registered physician, have a qualifying condition, be registered with the commission, and have been issued a valid medical cannabis card. So I guess the first step would be going to your doctor and getting a prescription just like you would for amoxicillin, and then you would bring that to the Cannabis Commission and you would get a card. Is that right?
Exactly right. It's called, in the case of medical cannabis, recommendation, but it's the same thing as a normal prescription. And then once you get that from the doctor, you go to a dispensary, and right now we do have just this one dispensary open in Alabama. I was by there yesterday, and people are coming to Montgomery from Jackson, Mobile, Daphne, Hamilton, Alabama, and everywhere because the news media has publicized the opening of the dispensary.
So when you get this medical cannabis card, do you give up your right to carry a concealed weapon? Is that right?
I don't think so. I'm not positive about that, but Aaliyah, every state agency that works with us has just been fantastic. Nobody more than Aaliyah, because they've worked with us on the patient card, which is very much like a driver's license, and the enforcement components of it as well. Because we have transporters that carrying around those products between the cultivators and the producers and the labs back and forth. So they definitely have been a big asset to us in working through how those things are all going to be addressed from a practical standpoint.
Do you have any idea how many what one of these little gel caps cost per dose?
I can tell you that yesterday the only thing available was the gelatin cubes, which is what you're talking about, and the tinctures. And they were available in limited dosage. But most patients were one of each, and around $100 plus tax.
So
we still have a bunch of issues with the legal issues with the integrators. I think there's like 5 integrators allowed in this thing, and they're the ones that sued the most.
That's where the big majority of the lawsuits have originated. We've gotten that through the process to the point now that we're into an investigative hearing process, and that's probably going to take most of the rest of this year. The administrative law judge, who happens to be former Chief Justice, not Chief Justice, but former Justice, Bernard Harwood, he will make a recommendation to the commission, and then they will act on his recommendation, and that will be the next step. Hopefully, after that, we'll be able to move forward with having all the licensees operate.
well, I'm kind of at the end of my rope on this medical cannabis stuff. It sounds like y'all got a dispensary up and running, and they will continue to proliferate as they comply and get licensed to open. So how many are we looking at across the state, Commissioner?
Well, it's only 9 right now without the integrators, and that's one of the reasons we really need to get them up and going. When everything is going, there'll only be 37 dispensaries around the state. But right now, and hopefully by the end of the summer, we will have the 9 going to the dispensaries to help their ability to open.
Well, good deal. So I want to switch gears with y'all real quick and talk about the 250th anniversary of the United States. And I wanted to, last time you were on, we talked about our family history going back to Alexander McMillan and, of course, Hector. And so do you know the story about E.S. McMillan, the sheriff of Escambia County, being killed by the outlaw Railroad Bill? That's one of our relatives.
Yeah, I just know that's what happened. I knew his son, who was old Mr. Ed Lee McMillan. There's some recent publicity in connection with state history about Railroad Bill, I think, was the outlaw that he was in the shootout.
That's right. He tracked him down to a shanty and called out to him, and he shot him in the dark, shot him through the eye, and he had a doctor with him, as a matter of fact, and his son. Anyway, just another little interesting story. So, did you know that We are kin to Governor John Murphy. He was our great grandmother's brother, the 4th governor of the state of Alabama.
Yeah, in fact, my name is John Murphy, McMillan, and it came down through the family
How about
line.
that? How about that? So you did know. Okay, so the Supreme Court sides with the state of Alabama and says the state can use its own congressional maps. Brandon Mosley, this is your Super Bowl. Go for it.
Okay. If you're in the 1st district on June 16th, there should be a primary runoff between Jerry Carl of Mobile and Rhett Marquez of Enterprise. I would go ahead and vote in that if it appears on the ballot, but it's been invalidated by the governor. Instead, on August 11th, is going to be Jerry Carl versus like 5 other guys in a winner-take-all, no runoffs primary, using a map that we never used before, but the legislature passed in 2023. And in 2, where previously you thought Hampton Harris was your nominee, you're going to get Hampton Harris and Rhett Marquez and Mr. McKee and about 4 other people are running in there. And then there will also be a congressional district primary in 7, where you previously did not have any Republicans running. There are now 2. And they will, you get to, again, there will be no primary runoff. And in 6, Case Dixon, who just got the heck beat out of him by Gary Palmer, is going to do it all over again.
Well, that should be interesting. So we have 2 elections. We don't really know which one's going to count, or we know they're both going to count.
Now, the January 6th, 18th one, we do have the U.S. Senate and the Attorney General and the Commissioner of Agriculture and PSC place 2 between Jim Ziegler and Chris Beaker and various other races. I think they're down in y'all's way in Baldwin County.
Right.
There's a runoff between Hope Jones and Joe Freeman. So be sure to vote on June the 16th, because that is a real primary. There's also a statewide Democratic primary runoff. Remember, if you voted in the Republican, on May 19th, you cannot vote in the Democrat primary runoff on June 16th, or vice versa. Democrats can't, vote in the Republican primary.
No crossover voting.
No. Now, if you voted in the Republican on May 19th, do you still have to vote in the Republican on August 11th? It would seem, as an honest person, that's how you would do it. But I don't remember if there's a statute for that or not, because this is a different deal that we never done before, where we had a primary and then we're doing a primary over again.
And this one's winner take all,
I'm thinking
right?
you'd get a fresh slate there. But
this
do
is
not
winner
go to
take
jail
all in
based on
August.
wisdom imparted by Brendan, who's not sure.
All right. So,
You're correct. As I understand it, there's no runoff. It's just whoever gets the most votes.
that's right. It's
Yeah.
a winner take all. Whoever gets the most. So,
And like with Jerry Carl's race, there's like 5 people. So theoretically, you would think Jerry would win, but Jerry better get his voters out, because somebody gets 1 percentage point or just 1 vote more than Jerry, they could be the Republican nominee in the 1st district. Same in the 2nd.
Hey, so John, by the way, I'm not guilty and I'm looking for a job. Not that you could hire me, but kicking around Montgomery, tell everybody I'm seeking. And of course, the other man that was exonerated recently was the police chief down in Summerdale. They indicted him and waited till the day before trial and dropped the charges against him. But if you want to support Kevin Brock, go out and see him. He's picking guitar at Billy Jack's and kind of enjoying the retired life. So anyway, I just thought I'd let you in on that and let you know I slipped the news. This was from a couple years ago, and I thought it was pretty good. My cousins have sold out. Did you know that the Slaughters sold everything lock, stock, and barrel, including Holly Creek Landing and the camp, to the Porch Creek Indians?
I heard that, but not even in that detail. Terry, while I've got you, sad news you might not have heard this morning. John Chasen seems to die.
Oh no, I did not know that. My goodness.
He was having some pneumonia and health issues, and I was shocked to find out he died this morning.
Well, that is unbelievable. Well, I hate to hear that. Well, I guess I'll see you at that one in a couple days. Well, Brandon, thank you for your time this morning. Commissioner McMillan, thank you for the information, and we will see you guys next time. Thank you very much.
Always good to be with both of you. Y'all have a good weekend.
But it hides what's done when the day is done. Sheriff rides high on a promise he sold, but his truth's been bought and his soul's been told. He don't walk alone down that courthouse hall, got shadows that move when he makes a call. A whisper here, a favor there, and suddenly justice ain't nowhere. You can hear it humming underneath the street where power and silence meet. Oh, the machine don't bleed, don't cry, don't care. It feeds on fear and the deals they share, pulling every string in the dead of night, turning wrong to right, turning black to white. If you stand in the way, you'll disappear clean. Ain't no fighting back when you face their machine. Got henchmen lined like dominoes in a row. They don't ask why, they just go where it goes. A nod from the top and a life gets crushed. Another voice buried, another file hushed. They wear the loyalty like a second skin, trading their conscience just to fit in. Break a man down, call it law and order, build their empire at the county border. Every favor owed is a chain that binds, every truth buried buys more time. Oh, the machine don't bleed, don't cry, don't care. It feeds on fear and the deals they share, pulling every string in the dead of night, turning wrong to right, turning black to white. If you stand in the way, you'll disappear clean. Ain't no fighting back when you face their machine. The district attorney signs with a steady hand. but the ink's been stained by a deeper plan. Senators smile from the polished stage while they trade your life for another page. County seats filled with familiar names, all tied together in a quiet game. Handshakes tighter than a noose can be, wrapped in power and immunity. And the victims cry, but no one hears. The truth gets lost in a flood of years, dragged through the mud till they break a bend, till the story twists and the lies all win. They'll take your name, they'll take your breath, dress it up nice and call it justice served to death. It's not one man, it's a web they weave, 1,000 hands that deceive, and every thread leads back again to the same old circle of friends. Oh, the machine don't bleed, don't cry, don't care. It feeds on fear and the deals they share, pulling every string in the dead of night, turning wrong to right, turning black to white. And if you speak too loud, if you're seen too clean, they'll grind you down in that cold machine. So the badge still shines in the morning light, and the town sleeps easy every night. But beneath it all, where the truth's unseen, there's a whole damn world run by that machine.
You better let go of my. I'll fucking kill it, motherfucker. Back! Get off my dog! Get the fuck off me! Get the
Hey, that's fucking enough. That's enough.
I'm gonna kill that fucking dog, hey? And I'm gonna kill you.